motherfuckers that are involved. And I say this, and I have hatred in my heart for this man, okay? His community has fucking, like, cyberbullied me, stalked me for fucking years. Way before. From way fucking before, when I was a tiny-ass content creator, okay? Like,
I'll tell you why we wanted answers. We were freaking out. We were scared. We wanted to know what was happening with my best friend. My image were. And
I will. Can I please interject here?
Yep.
Using that line of argumentation is very bad.
My ninja has my gold. Is he about to say exactly what I've been saying? Like,
what? Come on, brother.
Mizkif needs to stop saying I'm worried about my friend when the question matters if your friend fucking assaulted somebody. Like,
yeah, okay, bro.
Sure.
If you use him as your best friend, people are easily going to say
yep, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
With you, I wasn't there to help him. I wasn't there to.
You were there to remove.
Does he actually get? Does he actually get mad over that?
I was there to.
Let me ask this. I'm gonna ask you this.
He's allowed to do things that will get canceled instantly. Yeah, no shit, dude. Obviously, I have a very different set of eyes on me than he does. He's known as like a sweaty gamer. I have a very different set of eyes on me than anyone else because of my political point of view.
You realize that when you say new frog, that's the original meaning or the original word that's standing in for is like new fag, right? You like, so is that the same thing? Because you say that word all the time. New frog, new frog, new frog. Like, that's where it came from.
I think we've already established that. There's not a single content creator that would get canceled for buying a fucking expensive shirt. Like, there's like probably 4 or 5 content creators that like anyone would even give a shit if they bought like an expensive.
Yeah, because you fucking made half your content shitting on rich people. No shit, people are gonna shit on you when all of a sudden you're living a fucking millionaire mansion, millionaire car, millionaire clothing, millionaire private jets to millionaire Burning Mans to like, yeah, no shit, people are gonna attack you for it.
Sure.
I'll tell you why we wanted answers. We were freaking out. We were scared. We wanted to know what was happening with my best friend. My image were. And
I will. Can I please?
You need to start having your webcam bounce around the screen like Windows screensavers to combat hate watchers. True.
I wonder if LSF is slanted in a specific fucking way. Come on, guys. Come the fuck on. It's not like they're not celebrating that they're brigading it. At this point, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, everybody understands that it's brigaded all the shit. There's nothing you can do about it, and it doesn't fucking matter. Just look at what is going on and hope that like Destiny will be at the very least impartial when deliberating through some of these things, okay? And I think he has been in a weird way. His interest in seeing the fucking world burn plays a positive role in this, okay? He did this with the Fedmeister shit, where he literally leaked a Google Doc like implicating Pokey and
that Google Doc was already leaked. I did not leak that. It was already circulating. I was the first one to cover it.
Some crazy shit, and then got like 1 million fucking views off of it, and then worked with Pokimane to reverse the narrative. He's just playing both sides to fucking always come out on top.
That's not true. It's such a mischaracterization of what happened. I presented what I saw, and then Iman reached out and she wanted to like clarify her story. So I like worked with her to like see what was going on. She wanted to decide what should she leak, what shouldn't she leak to like justify her side of the shit. I gave a little bit of feedback, and then she presented her fucking thing. Like, it's not like I was playing both sides. Like, I'm just doing with whatever's presented to me. Initially, what Fed presented was pretty damning. But I learned a good lesson that day, and that's that people will present evidence that can be easily debunked by other evidence. I truly didn't think that was possible. I didn't think anybody would ever do that, and I learned that day. So I'm careful now when I talk about stuff that's being presented.
Everybody that loves him recognizes it, so that in a weird fucking way actually unironically creates some level of impartiality in this circumstance, with the exception of things that pertain to myself. Yes, there are weak spots that he has in his fucking brain. His mushy brain loses it. That's why whenever you hear him actually talk about me, he just like starts going absolutely crazy. And in a similar capacity, I get fucking mad too for all the history that we have. But ultimately, it's just, he's trying to, again, play both sides so he always comes out on top. And for that reason, he will at least like arrive at a more cohesive narrative than half of the dumb motherfuckers that are involved. And I say this, and I have hatred in my heart for this man, okay? His community has fucking like cyberbullied me, stalked me for fucking years. Way before. From way fucking before, when I was a tiny ass content creator, okay? Like,
I don't there's a difference between playing both sides and trying to remain neutral or impartial. Like, I don't think I was playing both sides. Like, I'm pretty open. Like, I'm not playing anybody. I'm pretty open. If you come to me for advice or questions, I'll give you the whatever advice I think is appropriate. Mizkif was asking me questions about how should I handle this, what should I do? I gave Mizkif advice that I thought was appropriate. And then Train and XQC came to me and they asked me about like, oh, what kind of advice, would you give us? What should I gave them advice? Maya DM me and Adriana DM me. People DM me for advice. I'll tell you, oh, this is what I would do in your circumstance. That's it. I'll tell me what I think they should do. But I'm not here to like take sides or like to switch up sides or to try to be like the ultimate fucking mastermind. Maybe I just call it as I see it. That's it. Damn. For the people that like the annoying thing too, and I understand why people believe the things they do, is because you only see like certain clips, right? But like, do you see the LSF Thread on your take on Miz today got linked in the Miz Discord? Comments are pretty wild. I don't want to keep this like drama going like forever. The annoying thing is that like I have an opportunity to build a huge connection over to, and I've thought about this. I think about my career. I have the opportunity to build a huge connection to Trainwreck's and XQC's community. XQC's community is a really valuable community for me to build a bridge over to, because when XQC is offline, it seems like that chat was starting to watch me. So like I have a huge incentive to suck XQC off like infinitely. Like why would I not do that if I can like get his offline audience viewing me and he streams at irregular hours? But like when Train and XQC came on and asked my advice, I got into a huge fucking fight with them. I wasn't sucking up to them at all. Like I almost thought like XQC like not lost his mind, but he was like, oh, you snake, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, are you okay? Like I got into a huge fight with them. It's not like I was sitting there trying to suck them off to like get their fucking clout or whatever. Like if you ever think that I'm being biased, if you ever think that I'm like being biased about something, then call me out on what I'm biased about. I wish that people would just tell me that. Like instead of saying like, hey, you're so biased, like tell me what you think I'm biased about. What am I biased about? Like what have I missed? What did I get wrong? Like say like, oh, well, I think you missed this. Because also, and then here's another thing that's annoying. One is that I don't think that I'm biased, but two, that doesn't mean I don't get everything all absolutely right. There might be things that I call incorrectly. There might be guesses I make that are wrong. There might be things that I make that are just like not, yeah. So like, but just because I'm wrong on something also doesn't necessarily mean that I'm biased, right? Like I think it looks really bad for Mizkif right now. Like, but that's my honest interpretation of all the events as I see them. It's not because I'm biased against Miz. If anything, Miz was the first person that reached out and contacted me. I think if anything, I was biased towards Miz. Like I gave him a lot of feedback on the statement that they were going to release. I think I called him and I spoke with him like on 3 different occasions about like everything that was going on. I offered my advice. Like I was like pretty chill. I don't hate Mizkif or anything. But I'm not biased. I don't have a bias. I'm not biased. But it might be the case also. But like I've also admitted, and I try to do this as well with breaking news. I try to admit that like there are things that could come out that would change my mind and everything. This is why I said before that like Adriana's testimony is really important about what happened in that conversation with Maya. Maya's testimony is really important. Kyle's testimony, I think he's already given it. And then I think they mentioned there's another friend there. But like, yeah, these are things that could theoretically still change the story. But right now it looks a certain way. That's all I've said. Like, if you don't like it.
Much, much smaller.
I did see that there was a big thread about me calling Mrs. Shit, but this is what I don't want to happen. Okay, I don't want to. What I don't want to do is like react to every comment, and then like Hasan reacts to my reaction, and then there's reactions to reactions, and you have this like ripple, is it a ripple effect? Is it like a reverberation, like a drama reverberation where you call into a cave and you're like drama, 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 and it like echoes back and forth? I don't know. I guess Miz might have been so quiet because lawyers instructed them to be silent. Why does everybody assume this? When the fuck do lawyers ever get involved in this fucking esports drama shit? Feels like it's almost never. Is Destiny just conveniently forgetting the calls before Adri's stream? It's a pretty important factor in his argument. Miz wanted to throw... Wait, why is that important? Miz wanted to throw him out then, but was told it wasn't anything special or over the top. And now that he has the same information we all have, which he didn't at the time of the call, he threw Slick out of the house? What more do people want? It seems like this is more about getting Miz's career to die off than anything else. What? What is the implication here? Destiny is 100% biased in all of this, despite anything he says. He also has an enormous blind spot for interpreting basic human behavior. Okay, LSFer, please give me some guidance. Humans are inherently tribal. It makes perfect sense for Mizkif to want to try and protect his close friend, or to not want to believe he did something fucked up. Okay. The first part of your thing I agree with, but that literally serves my argument that Mizkif wants to try and protect his close friend, Slick. Of course, I'm not disagreeing with you. Or to not want to believe he did something fucked up. The problem is that it seems like everybody, Mizkif included, knew that Slick fucked up. Everybody has known about this. Apparently it's like the most open fucking secret in Austin. And that's why 30 fucking girls like all have this information that, oh, is this guy an actual Our Destiny poster? Is he really? Destiny is a loser who profited off the sexual assault allegations of streamers. Thank God he is banned. Jesus. Based. True.